Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 44. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
58, come on. Watch the out, watch the out.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open is Powell, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Hey, gun.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go, Lou, 15.
Hey, alert 3.
First down, here's White. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 17.
Yellow.
Hayward. 51, H3, 2, 18, chopper.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Tight right.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check.
Garoppolo now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the back.
I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's complete. It's Sims. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Second down, defense, let's go.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Here we go, here we go.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
58, right there. Record.
Garoppolo on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What do you need?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
It's caught inside the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's White shutting defenders at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
58's the mark.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They go right back to White here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
23!
Let's get it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
What's that?
Two, fellas, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with White. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They run the draw play. This is White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yellow, yellow.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
15.
51, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, final shot here before half. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
He's checking crowd. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey, 57 colors. Right side.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Okay, baby.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Here we go, D, get off the field. Go, Mike, 51. Mike,
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? You might get radio silence back.
Ertz has it left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Completes it to Fitzgerald. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. LaFell, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Garoppolo now. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bike, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
11. Go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Hassan Reddick. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll run for it. This is White. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here we go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Garoppolo, a little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he connects with Ertz. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5... And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like...
Now, Garoppolo lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.